Good morning, welcome to Everyday Garage. Got a Toyota Hilux in this morning for a possible DPF issue. Get plugged into this, see what fault codes we got, get a plan of attack. Okay, I've just done a health report on the vehicle. I can see straight away in my EOBD, I've got an issue with particulate filter restriction, soot accumulation, and the engine is showing me a lack of power, and again, particulate filter restriction, soot accumulation. So what I'm going to do, let's go into the engine ECU. Let's see if we can find a differential pressure sensor and see what the back pressure's like on this. Oh, catalyst differential. DPF differential pressure. Have a look at that and get us started. Let's have a look. Okay, we'll put that into millibar. Hopefully. What HPA do, it'll be the same. So actually my DPF pressure sensor is already reading 6 HPA, so that should be 0 really. Oh, even at that, straight away at idle, we're showing well over 50 millibars there, fluctuating. That's already too high, so this DPF will want cleaning through. So we're just going to have to check the engine components and also confirm what the millibar reading is coming out of the, or going up to the pressure sensor. We'll do that with a manual gauge and see if it ties in with our live data. Okay, I've had to slide under this vehicle so I can access the DPF pressure pipe before the DPF, so I can now use my manometer to manually check the back pressure on this DPF, so I'm not relying just on my live data. I'd always do this when checking the DPF anyway. So I'm just going to quickly get this started, see what we've got. Okay, so straight away we're looking at about 45, between 40 to 50 say millibar, which does coincide with what we're seeing on the live data as well. So yeah, I'm going to proceed. Okay, so that test we've just done, that will confirm that I've got a heavy load within my DPF. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check the engine over, make sure I've got no boost leaks, make sure the service condition is good. I haven't got any other fault codes to deal with, so I'm not too worried about that at the moment. I'm probably just going to spend an hour and a half just going over this engine thoroughly to make sure that everything's good for cleaning, and then we can start the cleaning process on the DPF. Okay, we're just preparing the Hilux now for the DPF clean. Run a pipe underneath the car there somewhere here. You can see that. Let's go into the pipe that goes to the front of the DPF itself. It's a little bit more awkward to get to on this Hilux than it would be on some of the other vehicles that we do. We can get to it from the top. So we're just going to use this wet fluid again that we get from Power Flow Limited. Going to get this stuck into our DPF gun and try and get that transferred into the DPF itself and leave it for 20 minutes or so to do its work. Get it started up and try and get this DPF clean through. So we'll just start that process now. Right, we're connected to the vehicle there now. I've got my hose connected, so all that's left to do is just spend 5 minutes or so and just slowly getting this dispensed into the DPF. Right, we've got the Toyota now with the Hilux up and running. I'm just going to bring the revs up in a minute, let it warm up a little bit and start to carry on cleaning the exhaust through. We should start seeing some smoke and stuff coming out the back as the fluid starts to do its work. Just back on road test from in the Hilux. We can see there we've got our HPA level down to about 13 to 15 HPA, which is the corresponding amount in millibars. that's on the old sensor. It's got a new sensor to fit, so that's going to bring that down another 6 or 7 millibar, because that's what it was reading with just the ignition on. So we'll get that changed over soon. I do still have a vehicle that's got a lack of power, so I'm going to have to look at that as a separate issue. But my DPF is now clear. My lights are now off the dash panel, because it's got a high mileage vehicle. And the lack of power that we have, yeah, gonna have to have another look and see why we've got this lack of power going on. But as far as the DPF clean side goes, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the result. So I'm just got to crack on and get on with the actual lack of power.